I actually still work at Channel 6. Okay. So I was working there, I still work there, and as a promotions producer. And I was doing some reporting part-time, and got a call to come over and fill in, and it turned into me being here permanently. My first day on the air, I was nervous, I was very excited, but I also had no idea the influence of radio. I didn't truly understand that I could say something here and the city of Columbus, you know, our thousands of listeners would listen and be able to joke with me about it later. Like, I had no idea. Being in a situation, I felt very vulnerable too, because you're sitting in a situation where you're really giving your opinion. And people aren't stupid. They know when you're telling the truth and they know when you're lying. So to say something that I believe in or something that I don't believe in makes you feel extremely vulnerable, because what if people don't like you for saying that? Or what if they really like you for that and they think one thing about you? So I think my biggest fear was I don't want to be put into a box of being that girl. I'd say a lot of our show prep, we will prep, you know, we plan for things. We have staple games, we have staple information that we're definitely going to give. But a lot of it kind of comes from that day. If a caller calls in and they have an important issue that they want to discuss, now all of our plans have gone out the window, because it's important for us to talk about what this caller is talking about. And it could be, you know, them taking their child to school and they came across a driver and this driver cut them off. It could be anything. Or if someone, you know, felt like they got bad customer service, or if someone broke up with a boyfriend and they want to hear what we think. Or they're going out. We've had a girl call in and told us she was on her way to Miami and she wanted to dedicate a song because she was breaking up with her boyfriend. And she was, you know, on her way to Miami. So that turned into a show. So I think a lot of it just, you know, you kind of really have to be flexible, because our plans could be very well our plans.
The best laid plans of mice and men.
Absolutely. And the next thing you know, that's out the window, and it just becomes, something could snowball into a whole show before we even realize it. And then we're almost hoping to extend our show. Like, we don't even want to get off the air. We want to keep talking about this. Well, I think that our callers, for the most part, you know, are calling in because they have something that they really want to express. So they really want to share, and they really want to give us their opinion. And they don't always agree with us. Sure. They may agree with Paul, and they may not agree with me and Kanata at all. Or it may be vice versa. They could disagree totally from all of us and have a whole different perspective. So that's what I enjoy most, because it's just, it's wonderful to be able to share your opinion and to have somebody not judge you for your opinion, but to call you and give you something that you never would have thought of. You're forced to think outside the box that way, sure. And I love that. I love that. A bunch of our banter a lot of it is us talking. And so if anything, we have to clean things up and make it radio friendly, because otherwise people don't know what we're talking about. Right. So I feel like we have to backtrack a lot to kind of catch people up. And it is interesting, because they have worked with each other for so long. And so I think that they obviously have a rapport because they've worked together so long. But it's amazing. I think no other job, and almost closer than your relationship would be, what other place do you spend 4 hours in a room talking Monday through Friday?
Yeah, seriously.
You have no choice.
Most couples wish they had the time to do that.
To spend, yeah. So our situation is unique, because whether you want to talk or you don't want to talk, you're forced to share. We spend 4 hours a morning, Monday through Friday, in a room. So I know their tones. I know they know my tones. They know when I'm ignoring them and I'm trying to read. I know when they're ignoring me. We know our, the temper tantrums that we throw.
Sure.
Our personal lives. I mean, I'm extremely close to them, and I think that they are with me, whether they choose to be or not. It's that situation. It's the environment. And I would want to be, too. That's the other thing.
Absolutely.
Because I think that our listeners, can genuinely tell. I think that, honestly, too, people get excited. Like, they see Paul out, they're like, hey, what's up with Misty, what's up with Kanata? Then when we're all out together, it's their chance to see, to meet us as a family. which we fight like family, we love each other like family, but we are in fact a unit. And I think that I think that we really do move as a unit, and we stick up for each other, we fight each other. I bet you that if you sat my mother and father and Kanata and best friend in a room, they would all equally be able to answer my questions. And on some answers, Paul and Kanata would probably be more accurate.
Knowing you?
Yes.
Wow, really?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, are you surprised by the geographic diversity of your callers?
No, I'm not. Because I think that we're human beings and we talk about things that it's real to everyone. We're concerned about where our kids play and what they eat, and I'm concerned about, who I'm dating, if he's a good guy, if he's a cheater, and that's universal. That doesn't have a inner city issue. That's not a suburban issue. That's an issue across the board for everyone. Kanata is, talking about losing weight. It's not a East Side thing. It's a Dublin thing. It's a Columbus thing. And I think that as human beings, we relate to each other regardless of where you are. Our news, I try to just, keep my finger on the pulse as what would be important to us. Sometimes national news is, obviously a dead giveaway. Definitely want to cover that stuff. But we care about gossip too. Our news that we care about is Lindsay Lohan going back into rehab? Did Usher really get married? Or is Usher's baby, is it his baby or is it her ex-husband's baby?
Oh, right.
So
what was the verdict on that?
It's not out. The baby hasn't been born. See? You care.
I do care.
You care. You can't help it.